how do you get somebody to talk to you that doesn't want to talk to you? How do you get somebody to give you the information that you need or talk about what their problems are when they just don't want to give the information up? If you study influence and you study persuasion, one of the number one tactics, whether you're Chris Voss, who's a hostage negotiator in the FBI, or Dr. Cialdini, who's one of the foremost influence experts in the world, they use the same technique, and it's called mirroring. Anybody heard of mirroring before? Raise your hands, people. There we go. Cool. How many of you have actually tried it? Did it work? Good. So now I'm going to pick on you the rest of the time. Mirroring's really simple.
Only 2 minutes.
You just repeat the last 2 or 3 words that somebody said to you. And they keep talking. The person that doesn't want to talk can't help but talk when you mirror them. We have a producer in our office, Raphael, God love him. He works hard. Not necessarily the most smooth or eloquent, when doing so, but volume and hard work, it makes up for what he lacks in other places. And I noticed in sales meeting 2 years ago that Raphael mirrors literally everything. I don't think he's intentionally doing it, but it's working for him because he's producing an incredible amount of business. But I think he has something in his wiring that's like his thing. So everything you say to him, don't do this 100% of the time, but like literally every single time you say something to him, he repeats back the last 2 or 3 words. So if I'm calling somebody and they pick up the phone and say, I can't talk to you right now about insurance. I'm too busy. Too busy. Yeah, I've got so many things going on over here. You have no idea how much I have on my plate. You have a lot on your plate? Yes, I'm a human resources person. I have to handle paying the bills and I have to do all of these other things and I just don't have time. That person wanted off the phone with me 15 or 20 seconds before, and I kept them talking to me. The longer someone talks to you, the better your chances are of getting an appointment booked, and the better your chances are of getting a sale. Here's the thing. Prospects and people in general find interested people to be interesting. When I was talking with Carrie out in the lobby, she let me know that she was from the Pittsburgh area. And she told me the town that she was from, and I repeated the name of the town with a question, and she said, yeah, over, and I said the wrong town the first time, and then she corrected me and told me where it was. But 3 or 4 times in that exchange, I mirrored her, and she had no clue I was doing it. And I learned more about Carrie, who I already know, in that little exchange than I would have if I would have just sat and had a normal conversation. But I had an intent. I wanted to find things out about Carrie that I didn't know before I sat down across from her this morning. And as a result, we have now come to the conclusion that when we were both in Morgantown, West Virginia, in college, in 1993, at Chasers, we were probably around each other and didn't know it. Because she hung out there and I hung out there. I didn't know that before I got in this morning. I'm pretty sure Carrie didn't write down, hey, I'm going to tell David I hung out at Chasers in Morgantown in 93 and see if he was in there with me.